I never expected that a quiet afternoon in a Melbourne cafe could change the course of my life. I was simply researching love, the stories we tell, the chances we take, when I stumbled across the world's oldest matchmaking festival in a tiny Irish village called Lisdoonvarna. And something in me whispered, go. So I trusted my intuition, sold my car, packed far too many shoes, and boarded a plane in search of the heart of matchmaking itself.
Lisdoonvarna, Varna, your rocky shore.
Ireland was magic. Foggy mornings, crowded pubs, and stories that felt older than the land itself. And there was Willie Daly, a third-generation matchmaker, guiding hearts for more than a century. In that moment, surrounded by strangers searching for someone to call their own, I realised searching for the perfect romantic connection is universal, and we are all braver than we think.
Rachel met the merry, merry matchmakers, love makers, dream makers. Rachel met the merry, merry matchmakers. Oh yeah, ooh yeah, ooh yeah.
Rachel Jane travelled the world far and wide to capture captivating stories shared by the very best matchmakers in the field.
I really, really have thoroughly enjoyed reading the book and would highly recommend anyone out there that is single anywhere in the world to read the book and to take their own inspiration from this and to inject a bit of feel-good factor back into their dating life, because that's what I think is lacking so much in the world right now. So I think this book has got a really important role to play.
Rachel Jane really honored and invested in each of the experts she interviewed, and that is something that was so rewarding to be a part of. Is there's so much to say, and as an expert I have a lot to share, and the fact that she valued that was very impressive, and it really showed her dedication to asking for all of the time of all these experts. So I loved it. I loved reading it, and I loved the fact that she really got the essence of our conversation.
I think it's really important, as you've emphasised there, to understand and appreciate the diversity of love out there, and that even when we're talking about romantic love, there's a huge diversity in what those relationships can look like and the ways we can meet people who become very important in our lives. And so I think anyone who reads this book should look at it as an opportunity to enjoy some really great stories about some people who have found some wonderful experiences in their lives, but also to appreciate the enormous diversity of love in all the ways it presents itself to us in our lives.
All I can say is that I'm delighted to be part of this book. It's a great honour, and when I read through it, I thought it was fabulous. It's all about humanity. It's all about human connection, which I think is really important.
Matchmaking didn't just live in tradition. Australia brought it to television, with Greg Evans leading the way, pairing singles with early computer matchmaking.
When people come up to me and they recall Perfect Match, they speak about it with affection. They enjoyed the show. They liked seeing people meet each other. They liked experiencing that, of all ages. Young ones and teenagers liked it, older people liked it. When I first met Rachel, it was at Government House, and there was a room full of people. We're both Australia Day ambassadors. And it's funny, but right from the first moment that I met Rachel, she told me that she was interested in a book like Perfectly Matched, and I must say, Cupid had spent a fair bit of time in my life through the television show, and so she said, can we talk about some of your experiences and mine? So I thought that was really lovely. I'd never met an author before.
The tools changed, but the hope, the longing, the leap of faith, that stayed the same.
I'm on the love train.
Reality TV couples open their hearts to Rachel Jane, Brad and Claire, Dustin and Sophie, Kerry and Johnny. People who met with cameras rolling, but stayed long after the crew left.
I really sort of fell in love with Brad off camera more than I did on the camera. So yeah, even if they do watch the show, it's probably not 100% how it happened for me.
But I suppose it's a good story to say, look, kids, this is how your parents met. I'll probably be pretty embarrassed by it, I would say.
Dustin kept his cards very close to his chest the whole way through, and I didn't know who was going to pick at the final decision. So I was kind of holding my breath a bit to, finally hear him say that he actually picked me. And it made me very excited, because then I could kind of look forward to our future and everything together, because before that you kind of don't want to think about it too much, just in case, you don't want to get your hopes up and have them crashing down.
Their stories taught me something powerful. Love often begins the very moment you let someone truly see you.
Showbiz sweethearts Pete and Jackie reminded Rachel Jane that every love story has chapters, unexpected turns, second chances, and the courage to choose someone again. Peter and Gillian finding love at 70 and 73. Their honesty stayed with Rachel Jane as they shone a light on loneliness, hope, and the truth that your heart never runs out of chances.
And then Nick and Kate, their story still moves me in ways that I struggle to put into words.
A few months after they met, Nick faced a life-threatening event, a journey that tested every part of their new relationship. It created turbulence, fear, moments where everything almost broke apart, but then resilience, trust and hope.
For us to get through that as a couple, that was only a few months in when it all started. I then jumped in and started running the business.
Reaffirming love, true love, fights its way through. Their connection is a reminder that some matches are forged in darkness and shine even brighter because of it.
Marie and John Caldo gave me one of the most unexpected emotional moments of my journey. Marie told me in all their years together she'd never seen John open up the way he did with me, that he rarely lets people in. But somehow that day he did. And she was proud of him.
When I read John's story, it got me all emotional. I'm like, how did Rachel Jane get this fella of mine to open up like he did? It was just, wow. I was like crying my eyes out when I first read it, because I'm like, oh, he's so, I mean, I know he's beautiful, but he doesn't usually open up to strangers. But Rachel Jane had the skills to draw everything out of this gorgeous guy. So it was beautiful.
Then there were Taz and Alessia, modern lovebirds whose online connection blossomed into something loyal, brave and beautifully real. Because even after a global pandemic, love still finds a way to spark. Leading psychologist Gary Rubin weighs in on the languages of love and love in the digital age.
Love is very difficult to define even as a psychologist. I would say that love has multi-dimensional constructs to it. A psychologist would probably look at it in being able to distinguish between the different components of love, the emotional side of it, the biological side of it, the behavioural side of it, and the cognitive side of it. And then also when we look at love itself, love could be self-love, it could be love in a friendship, it could be carers, her unconditional love. So there's a lot of different components to love.
Expert face reader Marie Chandler appeared on The Bachelor and read contestants' faces, helping Bachelor Jimmy pick his perfect match.
So first of all, I'll do an individual reading, so people get a really in-depth understanding of themselves. And then when I'm doing the couples readings, like I did on The Bachelor, it's about it's about saying, are you aware of this habit or behaviour of this individual, and then how are you going to work with that? So as an example, many years ago, I was teaching at a local college. And I had this retired couple, and he was very successful in banking and had now retired. And they had very different faces. She had a very square face, which means she's very practical. When I think, I do, and it's very practical, whereas he had more of an elongated face. So for him, if it wasn't hard and he hasn't overcome something, it's not worth it.
Rachel Jane was very easy to talk with, and it was more like a conversation than it was an interview, which makes us as people who are not on screen or doing this on a regular basis very easy to have that conversation with her. It certainly raised some memories of what we went through, and I guess on a reflection it just shows us the strength that we both have in our relationship and what we went through. So
it's one of the things about Rachel Jane, she's very provocative, if you like. She really gets, you know, things out of people, and she's empathetic. You know, I mean, she would sit down with Judith, and I think that's probably one of her skills, is to draw. And people trust her, yeah, and so she draws the best out of people.
Absolutely, and it's been very special meeting Rachel in our lives. She's had a profound impact. So we're very excited with this book.
At this moment, I think it's a really important book to have. It's so easy to take an easy road, and once again, I'm talking about relationships like Jamie's and mine, which really should have a solid foundation and do, and it does take work, but it's not a hard work. It's beautiful, and it makes you grow. And
she's got a talent for getting people's stories out there. Like, she's able to extract information from the people that she talks to and convert that into a written way that's really interesting. She also has a knack of finding people that are interesting.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, I think it comes from a compassionate sort of a perspective, because you can tell she's really compassionate about what she does. The first thing is just helping people. She loves helping people, and that's just open, it's evident. Yeah, the first thing, oh, do you need this, do you need that, do you need this, yeah.
Yeah, and we've met a lot of people through Rachel as well, and I always tell her every time we have a chat, like, every person I meet through Rachel, they're just so different.
But love makes the world go round. And,
everyone needs a bit of love in their life.
So hopefully it can contribute and make people aware of what makes it.
Matter of fact, I think opposites do attract. My wife and I were of different personality, as you can imagine, but that's what really it's our difference that makes us work perfectly, I believe, because it's like we now become the right fit.
What excites me about the project is really human beings being able to see other human beings in a much more realistic light. I know there's lots of television shows and reality TV out there that's not necessarily pitched to what is completely within the normal range. And I think when you just see your everyday neighbour or person, you may have an idea that they're having a very easy relationship or making comparatives to yours. But I think when people are able to read Rachel Jane's book, they'll get an understanding of that we're kind of all in it together.
Perfectly Matched is a great read. It's incredibly entertaining. And really moving to hear about different couples, how people met, why they fell in love, how they were set up by people. It really, there's been a lot of good books that are kind of how-tos about relationships, but I think not enough books like Rachel Jane's that actually combine real stories about couples and how they met with the research that has been done on the topic. We really don't have that much in terms of things out there, books to read for people about sort of why people get together in the first place, how they become perfectly matched, if you will, and what makes relationships click.
From Kenya's steeped in culture romantic union, intentional love stories told a tale, to London's modern matchmakers blending psychology and heart, every person Rachel Jane met taught her something new. Every country offered a truth she had not heard before.
After interviewing so many people, crossing continents and cultures, I realised that the perfect match was never about perfection. It's about being a united team, patient persistence, vulnerability, empathy, communication, and recognising the person who is worth staying for, even when things get tough.
Perfectly Matched isn't just a book. It's a global celebration of love, of bravery, of the moments that change us. If you've ever loved, lost, searched, hoped, or wondered why the heart wants what it wants, this journey is for you. Discover the stories, feel the magic, and maybe rethink your own approach to love. Take a screenshot today and share Perfectly Matched on your socials. Share the love and join all of us on this heartfelt journey.
Congratulations, Rachel Jane, on your new book, Perfectly Matched. Thank you so much for having Big Sky along for the ride. We have loved watching you bring this book together. The contributors that you have found, that you have brought those stories so beautifully to the page. And thank you so much to those contributors for actually allowing you access to their lives. I'm sure that they are very excited to see their story on the page and knowing that you have treated it with such warmth and humor. I believe that we should all grab a copy of this book, and that's not just because Big Sky Publishing published it or that Rachel Jane wrote it, although that is pretty important. I think it is just a book that at this moment in time when we are looking to maybe surround ourselves with some love and light and some recognition that there's some good things that happen to good people, that's this book. Like it really is a little bit of magic. It's a little bit of love magic. So congratulations again, Rachel Jane, and all your team. Have a fabulous day. I'm sure you will. And thank you very much again. Congratulations.